All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Droppin'Baums with me, your host, Corey Ballmeister. Today, we're going to be bringing you another trophy match here. This series that I absolutely love to do. I hope somebody else out there enjoys it as well because I really like bringing the match that matters the most. You're 4-0 in a league, you're playing for that trophy. It's always fun to get the 5-0. So I decided to play one last league last night. I wasn't even planning on getting any more testing with this deck. I didn't really have any time during the day, but late night I was like, why not? Let's play some more games. I was itching to get ready for this, and so far it went pretty well. We're doing excellent in this league, and I think I haven't even dropped very many games. Yeah, 4-0. I think two of them were 2-0s, so not so bad. But this is what I'm going to be playing at SCG Indianapolis. Depending on when I release this video, I might currently be playing it. I might release on Friday or Thursday. But yeah, it is the first weekend of February. So I'm going to be playing that. If anything, I'll have a VOD up from my backpack stream. I'll be playing a 5K on Friday. And then if I don't day to the limited event, Sunday I'll be playing a 10K with this deck, backpack streaming it for both. So really loving the deck. The idea is we are just basically more of a mid-range deck now than we are a Jeskai Breach combo deck. So think of this more as Murktide 2.0. We play all the same good cards as Murktide, except we're playing Underworld Breach and they're playing Murktide. In my opinion, one of them's bannable, one of them's not. So I'm picking the side. I'm being on the right side of history here on this, as they say. Underworld Breach, I don't know. Oh, thank you. Great timing to get these player rewards. Underworld Breach, I think, is on a clock at this point. I just think the card is popping up in too many decks. Normally, I'm not a ban talker, but this is what it looks like before it gets banned. It's popping up in all these different style of decks. And may I remind you of Mono Red Aggro splashing blue-green for Oko back in the day? I think we're there. But who knows? I, of course, have no insider info or anything. I just have a feeling the time is near. But what was I saying? Okay, yeah, so we're just playing a normal fair game. You have Regavans, DRC, Shredder, that kind of game plan. We don't have the Murktide as the big finish, but Underworld Breach into just bolt, bolt, bolt. Plenty, fine. You also use Underworld Breach with Channeler and Bobbles to just draw a bunch of cards, surveilling every time. And then we got some prismatic endings to exile some problematic stuff with a couple of Teferis. The big sideboard change for my list here is Blood Moons and the 4th Unholy Heat. I really think all my bad matchups are really covered. I only have one matchup in Modern where I've just kind of given up. And not that it's unwinnable, but it's a bad matchup, and I didn't want to dedicate more sideboard slots for it, and that's Burn. So if you got a lot of Burn in your metagame that you're expecting, either get lucky or, hope to fade a little bit because it got a lot worse now that we're not a combo deck. So did Big Mana, but I think I've kind of solved that with Blood Moons and Aether Gusts here. I haven't actually struggled with Amulet. I haven't played against too much Tron and stuff, but I've been really liking the list. I wrote a sideboard guide and an article for my Patreon below if you want to check it out. It has the top 17 matchups and a detailed article about tips and tricks and individual tricks and key factors of each matchup. So I'll have a sideboard guide. Oh, excuse me. I'll have a sideboard guide of what I'm bringing in, and then we'll talk about that matchup 17 times. Took a long time to write, so go get it. Please, please, go check it out. I think it's really good, and I think it'll definitely survive and still be one of the best decks, if not the best deck, going into Modern with one being available. So, all right, y'all, let's get a trophy. I'd love to select my elk. Thank you very much. All right, let's battle. Let us battle. All right. Functional hand. DRC, Shredder as our threats. Teferi's looking good when we're on the play. Another Giganta deck, so it could be kind of anything, but you gotta assume the same kind of style deck we're playing. But you never really know. We know it's not Murktide now. Plenty of other things we can eliminate, but... Alright, so you always start with the non-sacred, or Scolding Tarn. Scolding Tarn is your best fetch land, so save that for last. And always get Steam Vents to start. I'm just gonna play the threat. Might not play this threat, depending if it's a lightning bolt matchup, though. Might want to save that for a little later to get it to that beautiful 2-4 range. You also want a lot of red lands in this deck, you know, so if you search for a white source, Sacred Founder I get a lot more than Hallowed Fountain, but there's times when Hallowed Fountain's good, but that's definitely the worst land in the deck, I think. Okay, so could be anything. That's a Ragavan. Alright, maybe it is Teamer. That would make sense. Alright, yeah, I think it's just Prismatic Ending. And I'd really like to get this out of Ren range, just in case that is the plan. So first, let's start with this. A land. So I have to hit pretty well off this Consider. I'm wondering if it's even worth trying or going for. Or if I hold back to possibly block a Ragavan or possibly deal with a Ren. I think I'm going to be conservative on this one. Because if they do go for the ping, then I get to blow out Ren. And if they have Ragavan, I could possibly blow out Ragavan too. It's high risk, high reward kind of play. Not even a high risk, just it's something. It's early for me still. I haven't had my coffee. But I could get punished if this is Unholy Heat now. I should do this now at least so they can't get the trigger off Unholy Heat at least. Okay, bad. So I need to hit something other than sorcery or land. Or instant. But I will just keep this, I think. Bolt seems pretty decent. Normally, we think about upkeep stuff. Okay. Normally, we think about upkeeping stuff, but if we draw a land, we could go Shredder into Consider. That seems better. So, game 1 Soul Guide Lantern, that leads me to believe this is indeed Jesse Robkins and Andrew Ellen Bogan's Teamer Breach deck, so gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, now do we want to hit the lands? Or do we want to make sure we kill this? Let's get that list up. I think I know what's in it, but I haven't played it yet. And this deck that Jesse and Andrew have been pioneering, that they played a bunch, you know, people have been doing well with. You know, so I think this is also a very, very strong deck. So I think this is what we're up against. This would all make sense. I guess this doesn't have a lantern. But whatever, you know, tomato, tomato. I assume it's kind of the same. I really do want land drops here. So yeah, let's start with the eye. Binning everything that isn't a land. I just had a feeling this was going to be a brick. Just had a feeling. Alright, well, I guess we'll just get another EI. We did bin a few lands, so, you know, maybe this is kind of on us. But I wanted to hit Delirium before Soul Guide Lantern was here, and now with Soul Guide Lantern, it seems like it was kind of a waste, but that's okay. Definitely not out of the game. That was, of course, a bad turn for us. Galvanic Blast. Okay. Tarmogoyf, okay. I think I remember seeing this now, so still kind of the same deck, but... It's either lagging or we're lagging. I know if I click Moto right now, it's going to just kick me out. Just classic Moto things. When neither clock's going, if you just click Moto, it'll start freaking out on you. Okay, seems like we're back. A little hiccup from Magic Online. Classic. Alright, well, we need lands again. We either EI and try to find lands or consider try to find Unholy Heat as well. Yeah, I guess Unholy Heat doesn't even deal with it because of Lantern. So, still is a good time to EI, and we can't miss again, right? If we do, we're dead. Okay, perfect. I think I want just both lands. All right, now I think we just have to bolt this down and hope that we can just Teferi bounce this. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Equip, 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 equip. Yes, okay. Excellent. We are happy with this. Teferi is going to be so good. Okay, white, blue. Good tempo play. And we're at 7, so out of double bolt range. Tarmogoyf not so great against Teferi, I'll tell you that. Yeah, then we'll go like this. We'll say go. And then we gotta find an answer, but, you know, still a good start. Lantern is just gonna be a problem. It's just a looming card here, and it's game 1, so not much we can do. Alright. Also really brutal. Yeah, the Lantern game 1 is gonna be a big problem here. Every time someone casts a Tarmogoyf, the game explodes? Is that what's going on? It's such an old card, it brings up the old client into panic mode? Like, seriously, it's crashing again. Alright. So, let's give something a shot. Alright, we're gonna try to get this Lantern out of here. That was not a great move. Okay, well, do we really want the land is the main question. I kind of want it out of bolt range, and then I can just finish this off with bolt. Okay. Bolt, land tapped, activated Teferi, and then we'll say go. I can't full screen because apparently then Moto crashes. I just had a bunch of crashes if I edited those out. Up. A bow mat, huh? Okay. I'll loot. Ragavan. Not that good right now. Think we can do better. I'd like to kill Ren, but we might not be able to with the pressure they already have. Let's see. We'll probably start with Consider. Ooh, second one is pretty good. Alright, let's do that. Not really going to need white mana unless we draw one heat. Yeah, Okay, let's go like this. Double shredding. Consider. All right, gotta know which one's first. This swole one. Don't need it to be any more swole, I think. So this one will get larger. Not like that. Underworld Breach, eh? Okay, well, we can just try to set up a win and just kind of go face here. What if I attack them? I already played 2 spells. Yeah, if I attack them, they go to 15. End step, I bolt them to 12. Then we have 2 more creatures. Yeah, okay. It's just if I think I could die. So I can block this. I'd take 2, go to 5. They could equip this. If anything, put me to 4. They have Galv Blast, but they only have 2 artifacts. Plus, I can break that up a little bit. All right, let's do it. It's got to be a little scary for them, but we got to close this game out, mostly because of our clock, because Moto kept crashing. Classic Moto things. So it's happened to me a lot in the challenge. Has this been happening to y'all as well, or is it maybe my computer? But yeah, let me know in the comments, because Moto has not been working well lately. Just a lot of crashes. Okay. I might as well bolt that. Gonna gain the life anyways. Well, yeah. Because then they can ping down my shredder. So now triple bolts, put them to 9. Where that is 9 puts them to 6. So I have to draw 1 non-creature or non-land permanent to be able to discard to connive. Yep, that doesn't do it. They could blow this up so that they can interact, but what do they have to interact with? They probably have lands. Yeah, okay, we win. Probably. Okay, yep, we win. That's all we needed. Well, I guess if we have enough cards. I didn't really think about that. 1, 2, yep, we win. Barely. Barely. Okay. Bolt time. The old classic combination. Lightning bolts to your opponent's face. Now we get to discard a couple. Does not matter. Boink. Boink. Bolt face. We did this through a Soul Guide Lantern too, which is pretty sick. We forced it out with the heat when it was advantageous to us and made it happen. Good first W. All right, they probably or maybe have Urza's Saga. I'm not sure. This is definitely a version I haven't seen. I think it's just Gruul. Duh. So I bet they don't even have Grinding Station, something like that. I bet it's just a Gruul beatdown deck that's kind of hibernizing that new mono red deck that's been really good. It beat us in the challenge with a Breach deck. I'm just assuming that's what this is. So let's bring in this. Let's bring in Gust. Dress Down is not bad, but not amazing. Prismatic Ending is very good. That's all I very much want. Teferi looked great against Tarmogoyf. So let's trim on the combo. Spell Snare, it gets Ren. But otherwise, it seems like they have a lot of creatures. I'm going to keep the Spell Snare since it gets Goyf and Ren. Their best cards, basically. And then we'll give this a shot. Dress Down, if they were playing Urza Saga, we knew for sure I'd bring it in. But even that, they have it recurable with Ren, so it can be a problem. Now we're on the draw against a Ren deck, so we got to really be wary of that. Playing turn 1 Ragavan, stuff like that. I think I'm going to keep. All we need is 1 land in this hands-on, especially if we can get a land before we bobble, so we can Shredder and do that. That's what we really want to do is turn 2 Shredder Bobble against them. Ooh, okay. Well, just kidding. We did not pass the Regavan test unless we drew a land. Yeah, they're going to hit us. That's not good. Well, I think I want to consider first to see if we hit our land drop. And then we'll bobble if we have to. Okay, so we don't have to. So yeah, we'll just say go and get hit by the old Regavan. That's not good. We have so many. We have 11 removal spells for this on turn 1. We had one, but didn't have the land. 1 turn off. Dang it. Okay. Well, things are going badly so far. Things have improved. Okay, I'm going Shredder. Probably getting rid of a Shredder. Bobble for them. A lot of card draw. Just gotta stabilize. Defense. Defense. Construct a clock. Yep, that'll do. Well. So close. Yeah, still 2 for 1 just to connect with Regavan. Still good, which is unfortunate. Yuck. And eventually to ferry that back, hopefully. Okay. Well, might want some wear tears or something too. It's a toughie. It's probably Shredder plus removal spell. Shredder ending is what I'm leaning on. Alright. Yeah, because then it doesn't give him Delirium. Okay, I think we need a mountain here, even though we got a decent amount of blue stuff. We really do need a duel, but I don't want to go lower here. Really need a Steambombs. I want to go to 9. I think we kind of have to. Feels bad that might be the way we lose, but here's this. And they can respond with a bolt, which is unfortunate. Okay, so they're probably going to get a lantern. So we should almost just give up the breach this early. I'm gonna. Just preemptively assuming they're getting lantern. And we'll say go. They're going to get delirium, so we can at least block the DRC and then maybe bounce it next turn, but... Okay. Gotta block. A Ren would suck, but... not as bad. Ooh. Um, hmm. Hmm. A lot of options. Gotta remember they're getting close to Gigantha. Guess Unholy Heat does deal with this because they either sack an artifact or yeah. Okay. All right, I know what I have to do then. Um, do I want to try to hit a land now? Is the real question. I think I do. Well, no. Let's do this first to see if they fall for this weird trap. Unholy Heat this. Oh man, this would be such a punt. Right, now I'll check for a land. Nah. I'll get this out of there. Now we got the fairies for days. Hopefully they slam Gigantha. Not Regavan. God dang it. Gosh, nabbit. Okay. It's going to be tricky. Play it. It's like, I dare you. Alright, well. Hopefully we top deck a land. Well, we'll see if they go for Teferi or me. So we know their hand. Tarmogoyf, Ragavan, and Gigantha. It's a good hand. Very glad they went at that, though. Now if they're just replaying Tarmogoyf, we get to do the same. 2 more draws at drawing a land so we can break this up. 7-8. Land. Okay, there we go. We still have the basic too. Okay. So now it's a question if we want to have Bolt or play one of our threats. Right now, DRC acts as a solution to the card as well. Slightly riskier. I think I need it in play. Yeah, I think I got to take some risks here. Hopefully they don't top deck Bolt, but I think if they top deck Bolt, I'm getting close to dead anyways. This way I can block Ragavan plus get Surveil triggers in to try to find answers to these gigantic Goyfs and stuff, but pretty sure, yeah, all my prismatic endings are gone, so I don't think I can deal with it. All my Teferis are gone. I don't have access to my graveyard because of Lantern, so we're in a lot of trouble. Alright, well, kill those. Well, that forces the issue. It at least allows me to chump. Because they'll exile my graveyard. I don't think I win without my graveyard, so let's give it a shot. There it goes. Play a Ragavan and we'll say go. Chump block time. So I know they have Gigantha as well. Another card I cannot beat. Maybe I just take this. Nah. Alright, we'll block. Maybe we can get up Delirium, Unholy Heat one, and Regavanther or something. I don't know. We're stretching at this point, but. And Gigantha? Wow, okay. Well, we lost the game if we didn't make that play at least, so. Still gonna lose, don't get me wrong, but. Right, blue, red, expressive, and we're dead. Okay. On the play, we'll try to win this. Dress down might be needed. Same with Wear Tear. I might have to make some dramatic changes. I still love the white cards. They were good. Shredders were okay. Gust would have been good. Yeah, Gust wasn't out. But the Unholy Heats have been just okay. The DRCs are actually not that good. All I've had to do is just beat a big creature and I'd be fine. Which Dress Down does do. I don't want to make a ton of changes here. On the play, I'm going to do one Dress Down for Spell Snare. I don't think the Wear Tears are worth it, since it just hits Saga. Oh yeah, Dress Down is good against the Sagas too. We got to bring in both of those. I really do think DRC is our weakest card. All right. Let's give it a shot. Could definitely be sideboarding wrong in this. I don't exactly know the exact 75 I'm playing against too, which is a factor. Well, let's try to get this trophy. Been a good match so far, besides our woes from yeah, this is Snapper. Alright, let's go like this and we'll say go. See what they do. If they play a creature, we'll Unholy Heat and then probably untap and Shredder. They don't have a lot of bolts, I've noticed. I bet like 2. DRC. Get it out of there. Just good draw. We can get this out of range from a bolt. That or consider. Kind of like binning consider. Then we can try the double bobble thing next turn. Okay, we gotta kind of hurry. There's the Wren. No Wren this turn. Just a Goif. Alright, well. Iteration. Bolt. Definitely put this to hand. Or do we want to bolt? Do we just want to get aggressive? Get in there for 6, essentially. Not terrible. Nah. Okay, let's go like this. This. Here's that. We'll bobble. Another bird. I don't think we want. It's not terrible. Yeah, actually, it's not bad. I think I have a plan for next turn. Well, gotta play. Not gonna block. we're just gonna say go and draw it. Trust down's gonna be insane. Hopefully. All right. So now we're going to try to get them. I'm going to try to max out on this value. Try to get their Tarmogoyf as well. Construct, 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 construct. It's going to be a blowout. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till combat. It's going to be an absolute blowout. It's going to be a bloodbath. Guess they'll be... No, it'll die. Don't need our yard this game. We're going to shred them instead. Dress them down. Not bad. Not a bad turn. Just completely decimated their last 2-3 turns. Okay. Not bad. Regavan to hand. Well, Regavan to dash. Regavan to hand. DRC here. DRC. 2 minutes. I would like to grow these, but I'd also like spells. There we go. Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily want to grow them. Bang. Okay. Definitely going to win this game more than likely as long as we play tight. Dead. Okay. Dash Regavan. I will kill Ren. Shrapnel Blast, Okay. Trap. Sack this. Yes. Yes. Shrapnel Blast. Basically for the win. I'm keeping that right below. So, phew. That was tough. You know, honestly, we were only pressured with the clock because Moto was acting terribly. You know, I crashed multiple times. But hey, that's a good confidence booster before I go to Indy. I took 12th in the challenge. I took top 4 in the challenge back to back this weekend. And then trophied this. And right before the challenge, I trophied again. So this deck's the real deal. I now have learned how to play it properly. So I've now learned how to teach it properly as well. Got that Sideboard Guide article in my Patreon. If you want to 5-0 some leagues, crush some people with some fair magic while we still can before the card gets banned, please do. It's going to be, it's a lot of fun. It's a very good deck. I hope to see you in the Patreon this month of February, okay? All right, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.